How's it going, moviegoers? So on August 10th, Disney had their D23 Expo event, which, if you're not aware, is kind of their little presentation where they announce all their upcoming movies and projects, the works, you know. And I wanted to kind of go through everything that was announced, at least on this showcase in particular, and how it makes me feel. So let's move on to Disney. Let's see what they got cooking in the tank, right? Moana 2, right? I like Moana. I think it's unoffensive. I don't like it as much as most people do, but you know, a lot of people liked it. A lot of people like Moana. Give them Moana 2. Everyone loves The Rock, right? Okay, here, Zootopia 2. You know, it's been a while since the first Zootopia. I mean, again, I liked Zootopia. I mean, I didn't really like it as much as seems like the whole internet does, but I still liked it. But you know, Zootopia 2, you know, they showed the little logo and there's like a lizard tail on it, so they're adding lizards. Frozen 3. They made 3 of these. You know what? Kids, little girls love Frozen. Give them more Elsa, right? Give them more of what they're asking for. But you know, it's Frozen. You know, it's Frozen. Of course they're gonna make a third Frozen. That was never a question. All right, Incredibles 3. I mean, what? They waited like 10 years plus to make Incredibles 2, right? And everyone was so excited for it. Everyone's like, oh my God, we can't wait to see Incredibles 2. And then it came out, and then everyone was like, I feel like I could have done without it, right? I guess we didn't really need it that bad, huh? And then they're making a third one. I'm making a third Incredibles. Okay. Well, what's next up? Toy Story 5. How many times are they going to end this franchise? Ended with 3, and then they were like, and then they ended it in Toy Story 4. And then they're gaslighting us like they didn't end the series, and now they're making Toy Story 5. They had a little teaser picture of Woody there standing with the gang, and I'm like, aren't you supposed to be at the carnival with Bo Peep and Key and Peele? I mean, what are you doing back in the house? You can't just be like, no, I'm coming back. Okay, for Toy Story 5. Like, fine, big fucking 20 Toy Stories, right? But you can't end it. Toy Story 3 had like a perfect ending, right? You can't tell me you weren't holding back tears during that ending. And it was just so poetic to the whole overarching story of the movies. The whole moral of that story is, you know, letting go of the past. Andy had to go leave for college. He has to go pursue his knowledge and grow up. And in effect of that, then all the toys had to go find a new family, a new child to make happy. And they all accept that. They accept moving on. Oh, but that wasn't good enough. Oh, no. And Toy Story 5. What is the ending? How are they going to end the franchise again this time, huh? I don't know. The problem I have is that, like, they're all sequels, right? And I think about more than half of them don't need one. I don't think we need to see more Judy Hopps. I don't think we need to see more of the Incredibles family. And Toy Story 5. That's crazy. That's a lot of movies. But that's not all they had. They have like a Inside Out spin-off, Dream Productions. Seems wacky. I don't know. We really don't know much about it. They showed a trailer for Hoppers. It was a very short clip they showed. So you can't really judge much off of it. And whatever. What I am interested in, though, is Pixar's new show, Win or Lose. I'm thinking this is Pixar's way of kind of making like a 9-hour movie. I really hope it isn't just like, you know, very episodic and it tells an overarching story. I can't imagine it'll get that many seasons, 2 max, but I'm kind of hoping it's just the 1 season of it, so like it can be very concise and like have more time to like build characters. And the trailer for it seemed alright. I mean, it seemed kind of fun, you know. I'm interested to see that. I don't know what I hope for. There's not really a conclusion to the Pixar shit. Like, it's just like, I wish they were doing more, you know? I wish they were doing more than a lot of these sequels. I feel like those resources could have been put into making new franchises, new stories that are exciting and inventive, right? Instead of all this sequel madness, especially for like Incredibles 2 was not that good, and I think that made a lot of people realize that like we didn't really need that. And we definitely don't need a Toy Story 5. They already ended it twice. Twice they ended it. I don't know. Anyways, let's get into the real shit, right? The live action movies. Okay, here we go. This is the stuff everyone wants to see. Enough of these cartoons, alright? Let's get into the, you know, realistic visions. Okay? Now it's Avatar 3. Yay, Avatar 3. Everyone loves Avatar, right? Literally money printing machines, Avatar movies are. Both made over $1 billion. This is the 3rd movie, part of his, James Cameron's, 6-movie saga that he's planning. At least this one's coming out sooner than the second one took. I mean, geez Louise. I'm surprised that many people cared about Avatar 2. They announced Tron Ares, but you don't know anything about the movie other than the fact that the soundtrack's gonna be made by 9 Inch Nails. Which is cool, I guess. I don't know. I'm not a Tron guy, you know. I've only seen Tron Legacy. And that kind of put me off from Tron. I've never seen the original. I'm sure it's great, but hey, Tron Ares. Freakier Friday! Huh? Freakier Friday, huh? Who the fuck asked for this? Get out Jamie Lee Curtis, get out Lindsay Lohan. Let's go again. Freakier Friday. They're gonna switch brains twice, and they're just gonna play themselves. That's the story. What, are they just gonna do it again? Just do the movie again. That's the only thing I could see happening. Oh my god, I can't wait for Freakier Friday. Oh man, fucking mark your calendars, guys. Freakier Friday's coming out. But you know what's even better than Freakier Friday? It's live action remakes, okay? I am so excited about all these. They announced a remake of Leo and Stitch, and they showed a quick clip which was honestly kind of problematic. Huh? I don't know why he said that. I don't know why did he say that? What do you mean by that? I don't get it. I don't get it. Leo and Stitch. Oh, if Leo and Stitch wasn't enough, look at this. Mufasa, The Lion King, the sequel to the CGI remake of The Lion King. You know how many people said they needed a live-action Lion King movie entailing the backstory of Mufasa and Scar? You know how many people asked for that? Fucking 0! Nobody wanted that. Nobody asked for that. I don't know. What is it? I don't know who watches this. Who watched the Lion King remake and was like, we need more of this. We desperately need this. Even if you were excited for it, there's no way you came out of that theater getting more out of it than the original, right? I argue you got way less. Although the original does not have Seth Rogen Pumbaa, which was severely lacking from the original. But don't worry, guys. Mufasa, the Lion King, actually has Seth Rogen Pumbaa. So I'm going to be watching it purely based off that. Can never have too much Seth Rogen Pumbaa. Never in a million years. But you know, at least that's it for the live action remakes, right? Like Leo and Stitch, you know, it's about time they get their spotlight again. Mufasa the Lion King, whatever, you know, of course they were gonna make another one. The first one made $1 billion. Just thankfully there's no other movie that's live action that's a remake of one of their other, what's this? Disney Snow White?
So, whistle while you work.
Who's the fairest one of all?
This fucking thing is an atrocity. Who asked for this? You know, I thought it would be the one thing that would be like sacred almost to Disney's legacy to not really touch it anymore. You know, Snow White was the first feature-length animated movie Disney ever made, produced, and you know, I thought that would mean something. But obviously it didn't. Otherwise, they wouldn't have made whatever the fuck this is. What am I even fucking looking at? This movie looks horrific. Genuinely horrific. It's got this, like, Tim Burton, Alice in Wonderland, like, sheen over it. Almost every shot in this is CGI. Rachel Zegler is the only real thing shown in this trailer, and let me tell you, these dwarves are the most disgusting fucking things I've ever seen in my life. I can't believe they decided to greenlight this. They're monsters. They're not supposed to be they're supposed to be like cute little dwarves, and they made them fucking monstrosities. Like, what were you thinking? Okay, so before they were thinking, hey, we gotta make a Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Let's get people of short stature actors to star in this. And then Peter Dinklage was like, no, you can't do that. It's offensive. And then we're like, Bob Iger was like, fuck, dude. Okay, fine. We won't do that. We'll make it with tall people, right? We'll make it with tall people. They'll still be called dwarves. They're still dwarves. They're just tall dwarves. And then photos of that got leaked online, and then everyone saw it, and everyone was like, what the fuck? What are you doing? What are you doing with the dwarves? They're not dwarves. Way too tall to be dwarves. And then Disney went, oh, fuck, fine, okay. We'll do CGI dwarves. That's what will work. That's what's worked in every other one of our movies. We made Lion King. We just CGI the dwarves the entire movie. They went down to their visual effects artists who are locked up in a dungeon under Disney. I don't know if you know this. They're locked in a dungeon under Disney. And they went in there and they started poking them with sticks, and that didn't work. They got a bucket of cold water and splashed it on their faces. And they were like, hey, get back to your desk now. You are animating 7 monstrous dwarves. Now, am I saying the movie would have been better if they had actual little people actors? I don't know. I don't think so. This was a bad idea from the get-go. From conception to execution. Bad idea. I don't know what they were thinking. And hey, you know, movie's not out yet. Movie's not out yet. What do I know? What do I know? Maybe it's the best movie ever made. It'll make $1 billion. They all do. One thing I do know though is that these dwarves are offensive to me, honestly, genuinely. The Hugh Grant Oompa Loompa from Wonka look better than these things. And there's nothing I hate more than Hugh Grant Oompa Loompa. But they beat it. They beat it. It sucks. It sucks. It looks like shit. I don't know who wants to genuinely see this. It's a terrible, terrible idea. Disney built its esteem by spearheading creative and imaginative worlds, right? And now they're just solely relying on the success of previous franchises. There's only two original movies that were announced throughout this whole expo. Okay, two. This was like an hour-long show. They announced so much shit. Only 2 are original ideas. And I just can't help. I can't help but feel that they're creatively bankrupt right now. You're telling me a company as big as Disney doesn't have the resources or talent to be popping out, you know, fresh things year after year? And this isn't an argument for lack of creativity in the industry as a whole, right? Like, there's tons of studios right now that are making unique and successful ideas. But like, Disney is like the biggest entertainment company. They're one of the biggest companies in general, right? But they're definitely the biggest in terms of entertainment. And they should be held to a higher standard. They shouldn't be making schlock like this. The best Disney stories are ones that like resonate with everyone. Not something you just bring your 4-year-old snot-nosed kid to and just snore half the time, you know? It's something to put on and to distract them and feel like you had a day. I don't know, man. It's just hard to be excited about a lot of these things when I feel like I've already seen all these before, you know? It just rehashing old bullshit over and over and over again. And the fucked up thing is that it works. They make the highest grossing films ever. Everyone goes sees Disney movies, and everyone goes sees these stupid fucking live action bullshit that are gross and offensive to me. Creatively offensive. But yeah, hey, you know, I don't blame Disney for doing it. Like, if the Lion King live action movie is gonna make $1 billion, then yeah, you're gonna make another one. Of course you're gonna make it. It would be stupid not to. It's a money printing machine, but that's all it is. You know, I get it. Disney's a business. Their mind's on money, right? But I think you can also make good shit too, you know, and still make money. I don't know. Maybe I'm an asshole, right? Maybe I'm just the asshole here, and I don't actually know what the people want. Because a lot of people are excited for all these things. I haven't heard anyone critique any of this bullshit. People are shitting on Snow White, and rightfully so. It deserves the shit it's getting. But people are like, people in the YouTube comments looking at Mufasa, the Lion King, and they're amped, they're hype. They want to go see Mufasa, the Lion King, and I just can't comprehend why. Why would you want to go see that? I hope we can start seeing better stuff coming out from them. And I hope, I don't know, with all the things they announced, one of these is bound to be good, alright? But I think most of them are bound to be bad, for being honest. The moment I laid eyes on Dopey in that trailer, I knew God was on his knees weeping. There's no reason for him to exist in this format. It's cruel, and it should be a crime against humanity. And I think Disney should be properly charged for that. So anyways, I'm gonna go rub my eyes with bleach. Have a good one.